So this is our Digipak discussion. Do you want to talk through your idea first, Emily?
Yep. Yeah, so I came up with... my idea one was the first one I thought of, and it was basically more of an illustration, and it would be like someone sort of falling between like a cave or like between some walls.
Yep.
Just to relate to like way down we go, if you get what I mean. It reminds me of just someone falling maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be the front cover, and the back cover would be the same walls and have like spikes at the bottom, and between the walls is all the names of the songs. So that kind of, the spikes sort of at the bottom of the pit waiting for like the man to fall down. It kind of represents maybe someone's mental health or mental, you know.
Which would link to schizophrenia, which would be based our music video on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that idea. I think it's quite, it's quirky, it's out there, and I haven't seen that many people do it before, so I think it's quite original.
Yeah, I did struggle with the inner covers though, because I couldn't really think of something that was subtle.
Yeah.
That goes with the front and back cover.
Because we always make the main focus on the front and back cover. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, I did come up with something, but it's basically like more of a pattern. It's like subtle, but I don't really like it as much as I like the front and back cover.
Okay, right. Shall I talk about my first design?
Yeah.
So, my first design was quite basic. It was just to have like the artist's face in the middle, because I've seen quite a lot of other artists do that, but they're more mainstream, so I don't know whether that's because a lot of people know who they are, so they thought I was just going to put my face there. With that starlight background, because to me, Way Down We Go kind of symbolises night, because it's almost like way down we go, way down the sun, like the sun coming down. Yeah. And then obviously have the title of the album at the top, and then the artist name down at one of the sides, but I don't like that because it looks really uneven, so that was just kind of, I didn't know where to put it.
Yeah, I did struggle with the title of mine as well. I kind of put it in between the walls, but it was like, to me, it just looked a bit out of place.
For the back cover, I had no idea what to put on the back cover, because obviously I think I'd personally rather see the production information on the back side, because you don't really look at it that much, and have like the production company logo in one of the corners, but even then it looks really uneven, and I thought just have a starlight background, but it's really boring, so I don't really like it that much. And then for the inside, just have the song lists on the left cover, like down the left side, and then just the same starlight background, and then have the CD just navy with the title on it. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of that design. It doesn't really work for me. It's not very creative and it's boring. Do you want to talk about your second one?
Yeah, sure. I think this one I personally prefer, for like it links more to mental health.
Yeah,
but I don't know. See what you think. But basically, it was literally Aidan, who obviously lip syncs in our video, that is on the front cover. So it obviously links front cover to the actual music video.
Yeah, definitely.
Linking the two, so you recognise it. So when you see it, say if you saw it in a shop, you'd put the two together.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I'd have just him looking straight into the camera, pulling a straight face.
Yeah.
You know, there's no emotion there. You kind of decide what maybe he's thinking about, and then I'd print that off and draw my own illustrations onto it. So I did some research, and I found someone had designed different characters that represented different mental health.
Oh, okay.
Like mental health issues.
That sounds really interesting.
So there was one illustration where someone just created one representing anxiety and had a full-on description about what they kind of made it into a real thing. Like anxiety was a real, like, living creature that like entered your like mind.
Oh, okay.
And I found that really interesting. I kind of wanted to just get a basic like white pen and draw them over him, like one maybe sitting on his shoulder, one like flying, because some of them have wings, so I have one flying, and obviously have one that represents like schizophrenia. You know, just have them around him, and he's just pulling this straight face, like he's empty because of all these issues that he has. So that was the front cover. And for the back cover, I didn't want to go too much, just because the front cover kind of said a lot. If you have like, you know, ideas
I like
that put in, but the back cover was basically have obviously all the songs on the back, and then have other characters maybe like hanging off some.
Yeah, I think that's really good. Keep it like linking.
Only a couple though, not too much, so it just kind of links both the front and the back cover, but doesn't overpower because the front cover is obviously the main thing. And inner cover was again a little bit difficult, but I kind of had another idea of having another close up, like extreme close up of Aiden's face on one side, and then having a close up of your face on the other.
Okay.
Just because obviously you're in the video.
Yeah.
Again, linking both of them, but I'm not too keen about that idea. I'm not sure.
No, I was going to say, because obviously in our head Aiden is the artist, I was just an actor, and I don't think you necessarily see an actor in an album, like in an artist cut album with other, because that actor doesn't, like that actor will do other music videos and stuff. Yeah. But I like, it's a good idea, but I just don't think it makes sense.
Yeah, so I still need to think of maybe something that's more suitable for the inner cover that obviously relates to the rest of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do more illustrations, but
well, I might be able to see it, because for my second design I did what did I do on the inside? Oh yeah, so I kind of had the idea like of doing like having the production information as a centre, and then kind of having the like a kind of basic, but like making it kind of basic, because obviously the front cover's really advanced. You need to make the inside a bit more subtle, but then having the CD cover, having the actual CD itself, kind of really bright and. So maybe an idea that we could think of is using your second idea's front and back cover, and then maybe having my inside, like the inside covers from my second design. Yeah. And then having the CD with all the little like drawings on, just to kind of link it together. How do you feel like that?
Yeah, I really like the idea of the bright colours. I think because the outside, my idea, it would literally be black and white, just because that kind of. I think if there were bright colours, it kind of wouldn't represent the kind of message that we wanted. So maybe the bright colours on the inside are the opposite of what he feels, and also it links to kind of more in depth of indie rock, because like in our interviews that we did, a lot of people said that when they think of indie rock, some said obviously black and white, like monochrome. Others said like bright colours, maybe like purple and stuff. Yeah, and so maybe. Yeah, if we brought brighter colours like that.
That's ironic, because in my survey, a lot of people said like they were quite a big fan of bright colours as well. So I think that would make sense. So maybe even having the background of the left side with the production information bright as well. So maybe like I don't know, see if we can find some sort of or make some sort of bright colour mess sort of thing. Yeah. Which is still represent the mental state, because it's kind of like sort of fine as a bit of a mess. Yeah. Because in schizophrenia head, it's in the research we've done, we can see that in people who suffer from schizophrenia, their brain, their thoughts are irregular, and
that's so what we could do in the CD, because I couldn't really think of something that was suitable for a design for the CD, but because all I did was put the title of like the band Kaleo, and then at the bottom put just the title of the main song, which is Way Down We Go. But instead we could have maybe some bright like design.
So why don't we, what about having on the actual CD having like bright colour background similar to what we've got on the left cover, but with the drawings, like the white drawings on over the top, just to like link it all together? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Done?
Yeah.
Cool, okay, thanks.